So I really just have one question for you guys, and I thought, excuse me, I thought it'd be easier to explain it versus like try typing it out in our group page. But before I ask you the question, I did create our event page for us, which you guys may have seen today. I called it Fit into Spring, and I made all of us co-hosts. So you should have gotten a notification somewhere in your notification list that you are now a co-host for that group, or that event, I should say. And so we're going to use that event to invite people. And to invite them, there's a little invite box. If you are on your phone, it's an open white area where you can add people in. Or if you're on your computer, I think that's an icon that has like a person with a plus sign. So that's how you invite people into it. And you want to invite anyone and everyone that you think would be interested, even people that you don't think would be interested. Just get that number out there so that more people are aware of the event. When people say that they're going or interested, their family and friends will see that. So it's extra promotion, kind of like friends of friends are seeing what we're going to be doing. So get out your invites for that event. And you can also feel free to post in the event page. What posting in that page will do is when you are inviting people, everyone gets notifications when something is posted. So when you post it, they'll see, oh, Emily, my future coach, just posted a healthy tip, or Keisha just posted a delicious looking recipe, or Sam updated me that we needed to sign up by the 20th to join on the 22nd or something. So it's just good for your potential clients to see you in action and posting in there. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be something from my free group if you guys are in there, or something that you just find on Google or Pinterest or something. Just something to keep people engaged, motivated. Like I love those like fit e-cards that are really funny. Just like share one of those, anything like that. So any questions about the event?
No, I've already gone ahead and invited like 45 people, I think.
Good. That's awesome.
A couple have accepted. They're kind of questionable. They haven't messaged me yet. And one of them I was actually chatting with today, and I did go over some of the programs with her. Like we were talking back and forth for a long time.
Okay.
And, she's thinking about it. But then she accepted the invite, and this was afterwards. So I was like, okay, did she think quickly and decide that?
Yeah. So sometimes people click accept, or like click that they accept or they're going after, just as like a reminder, so that if you do post in there, she'll get that notification. So sometimes they do that, but also sometimes people say they accept it or they're going when they really don't even read the description or anything. So that's why it's always a plus, or not even a plus. I'd say it's like mandatory almost, that you reach out to anyone that accepts it or that says that they're interested in going. And what I say is really simple. I just say something like, hey, Keisha, I saw that you accepted the invitation to my fitness event. I'm so excited you want to join. What are your health and fitness goals? And get the ball rolling that way. Because sometimes they just don't even look at it, or they're too afraid to reach out to you. They're hoping that you reach out to them, or it just kind of falls in their lap almost.
Right.
No, good job on inviting, though. I think that the event can hold up to 500 people, so which is a lot, but I would almost recommend like doing your whole entire friends list. I used to do that, and then Facebook now doesn't allow you to do that. So if we run out of the 500 space limit, then I can just create a duplicate event, and we can just start adding more people in that one. So don't be afraid to invite too many people.
Okay.
All right. So here's my question, and I'll just ask it and then show you guys. So my question is, typically we do challenge groups on Facebook. I think both of you guys are in my challenge group now. If not, you have been in the past, and that applies for you guys watching the recording too. And it's just a Facebook group where I post the meal plans in there, and then I post once every single day, just a question or something motivational, and I try and get everyone to respond. So my question is, do we want to go that route? Because that's the tried and true method we've been doing, coaches in general have been doing that for like 3 years now. So do we want to do that? Or you may have seen that I posted about the My Challenge app that is being released on March 1st. That is a new app that is for clients and coaches to do challenge groups or fitness groups or whatever we're calling this. And we are a 2015 Premier team, and I am able to test it out. So I have been looking at it, and I've gave it to some of the diamonds on our team to test out. And I could give it to you guys and everyone who joins our group, and they can join us and use that app before March 1st, before it's released. And I wanted to kind of show it to you guys, which I think is why it might be a little bit difficult for you guys. But I just wanted to show you because it's very similar, and I don't know if there's if Facebook is better or if this is better because this is brand new. But I think we should stick with one just to avoid confusion. I'm not even sure the best way to do this. Okay, I'm just going to scroll through and then tell you guys what it's like. So it's just an app that you open, and this, right when you open it, this up top portion, it says the Fit into Spring. So it's your upcoming challenge group. And I set it up to start on the 22nd, and so nothing is open yet, like it hasn't officially started. And it says starts February 22nd, and there's like a countdown. So if Keisha, if you have someone sign up today, or Emily, you did, we could give them this link and they can kind of just monitor it and wait until the 22nd when we officially start. And then they'll get a notice that we have officially started. And then it's kind of like the newsfeed wall on Facebook. So underneath, I posted, I mean, you can't even see that post, but I just posted something there. There's options down here at the bottom that this is exactly like the Facebook newsfeed. So everyone that's in the group, only those people that are in our group specifically can post in there. So they'll do questions, they'll do anything that they're feeling. They can upload pictures, anything like that. And also there's a coach. And so anytime the coach adds something, that people will get a notification. So like every morning, for example, when I post, everyone would get a notification. There's also a place where you can track what you're doing. So you can check off if you had Shakeology that day. You can check off if you worked out that day. I think you can even track the amount of water you're drinking. So that's kind of a cool piece because they can check off what they're doing and the coach can see it. So me, the back end, would be able to see what program they're doing, if they worked out today, and kind of all of those stats. So from the coach side, I could see a lot more about everyone in the group if they're actually logging that. I think that's about it. I'm going to share my screen quickly, though, just to show you the coach side. Okay, so this is what the coach side looks like. And I think that I would be the only one as the official coach because I think there can only be one coach per group. But it's, as you can see, I think that they basically used Facebook as the design for this. So to post, I would just post right here. Anyone that posts in the group, they can post on their own. I can post. You can also tag people in the posts. There is a files document as well, so I can upload certain files like the meal plans. I can see all of the participants. So this is cool where I mentioned that you can see who's working out, drinking Shakeology. They can add their notes and photos, what program they're doing. I can also go to their page and see that Ashley has uploaded this, so I can get a lot more information on her. And anything that she's specifically tracking. And then, let's see. Oh, you can also send messages. So I can click on certain people I'd like to message, send a message that way. If I wanted to, if I noticed maybe that Ashley hadn't drank Shakeology for 3 days, then I can message her and ask why. Or if I notice she hadn't worked out today, I can send her a reminder to work out, certain things like that. And then invitations, this is just the page where I would personally invite everyone to the actual group. And I know, Keisha, you probably can't see my screen, right? Because you called in.
No, I can see it.
Oh, you can?
I did the Zoom. I downloaded the Zoom.
Awesome. Okay. So what do you guys think? Do you have any questions, and do you have any thoughts on if this would be better or worse than Facebook?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I think it's really cool when I think about, my ideal client. It's someone that will have a lot of apps, and I think it will go over well with them. I watched the video earlier, and I like the functionality of it. It's really similar to Facebook. And I like that it's sort of contained. So, you go to this app, which is just about, this particular group that you're in, as opposed to here are all of my other notifications about stuff unrelated to, my health and fitness journey. So I really like that. The only, I think it's a minor concern is just if we have people that, are not, they're on Facebook, but they're not a huge smartphone user. But again, I don't think that's our typical sort of market. So I don't think it'll be a huge issue. But that's just one thing that I could see as being an issue. Do they have any sort of desktop version where if someone wanted to log on their computer, they could?
I think so. The coach portal is only desktop, and then the participant portal is only an app. So I'm assuming that they will at some point, but not right now. But
I like it a lot.
Yeah, and I think you bring up a good point that we're trying to attract more people like us. So we're not really going to attract people who don't have any apps or don't even have smartphones. I also like that the notifications are separate because they will still get notified, but as an app, so it won't be mixed in with Facebook. And a lot of us are also doing our business on Instagram. And a lot of people that I reach out to say they don't have a Facebook account. So another bonus to this, you don't need to have Facebook to get this app.
Yeah, I really like it as well. I love the personalization aspect of it. And I also like the accountability aspect of it, how you can track the specific things that you're doing. Are you working out? Are you drinking the Shakeology? Mm-hmm. I know for me, accountability is huge, and knowing that someone is watching and tracking, that's on my brain, and it's going to make me think about it. I'm going to be more apt to make it a part of my day to make sure that these things are happening.
Yes. I agree.
So do all participants see when someone posts oh, I've had my Shakeology, I've done my workout, oh, this is a picture I post? Or can participants only send it, keep it private for themselves and their coach? Or is that just it goes out on the wall just like a Facebook group?
I believe it's actually private between that person and the coach. Okay. So I can see here Ashley added a note and a photo, but from the participant portal, there's no way, I don't think, let me just check. Yeah, so there's no way that you can get to that person's page. At least not right now. You're not able to do that. So this would be for the coach's eyes only, okay, unless they wanted to publicly share on our news feed page that they drank Shakeology or did their workout.
Cool.
Yeah. And another cool thing, which will be great when you guys host your own groups, is there's challenge group guides over here, which will bring us to a different page. And there's actually a different 30-day or 60-day or 21-day challenge group guide based on a program. So if you ever do just a 3-day refreshed group, or 21-day fix is the most popular, so you could do that. There's actually a daily coaching guide where it tells me exactly what to post every single day. So here are the posts. I could just copy and paste it. And then another cool thing is I can schedule posts, or we would be able to as the coaches. So we could add a post and then schedule it for the day and time. So I don't think, you can't do that in Facebook. And so I could technically schedule all of our 21 posts on the very first day, and then we can just use the group to engage, to comment on people's stuff and make sure it's like a good time and people are having fun in it.
That's awesome. The only other challenge group that I participated in, and of course this wasn't with UCM, it was with someone else. The layout of it all was just so awful. I mean, they tried to create threads where it was like, here, post anything that you want about, drinking water under this thread, or if you have any questions or any recipes, posted under here. But it was just there was just so many people posting at so many times. It was really hard to keep under wraps, like who is posting when and what did this correspond with. So I really like how, granted I've only ever been in 2 challenge groups on Facebook, but the way that this one is going now, where you have, okay, for today, everyone answer this question, here's a prompt. I really like that. So it's a great way to engage people on a daily basis. Whereas on this other one, it was like, okay, only post if you feel like it about your food or your workout or a recipe, or your water intake, or, questions and struggles. So I feel like with the notification every day where it's like, okay, here's day 9, now post about this. It's great.
Yeah, I think so too. And you can also tag people. And I'm not quite sure we would even need that because they should be getting a notification anyways. But you can tag people that are already in the group here. So if you wanted to call out a specific person or whatever, we can highlight them.
Cool. I like that.
And I think it's cool also, like Keisha was saying, that I think it's a lot more accountability that you can track your stuff. Because for me, before I did coaching, I spent a ton of time on MyFitnessPal, and I loved logging my food, talking to people on that. And I think just being able to say, yes, I had Shakeology today would be really empowering and exciting to actually that you did at least one thing healthy, and then if you worked out, that's another thing you can check off.
Yeah, definitely. I love that about the big business activity tracker. When I'm like, wow, I did so much today just by working out and drinking my shake. That's something that they want me to do. And that's for me, but it's also for the business. So.
Okay, cool. So then it sounds like we are going to go with the app.
Yeah, I love it.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So then I believe, and I can warn everyone too that this is still in development and testing, just in case there are any bugs. Because the reason that they are letting people test it now is to kind of hash it out before any official groups start. But I think it's just so much better than what Facebook offers. So I kind of wanted to get a head start on it. And I believe all I need is the name of everyone that you guys are getting to join and their email address. And then what will happen is they will get a personal email from me. Let's see. I'm not sure where it is, but they'll get a personal email from me, and it gives them a code and the link to download the app. And so I will actually do that to you guys so that you guys can get the code. You can go in and actually start testing it first. I'll add you into this Fit into Spring group and play around with it before. But all I'll need is their email addresses, and then we can get them set up that way.
I have a silly question.
Okay.
So are there a ton of coaches that have this special pre-access to this app, or is it just I know you had to earn a certain your premier, so that's why you're accessing this, correct?
Right. So you have to be premier or elite. There's probably 1,000 coaches testing it out of 400,000 coaches.
Okay, well, I only asked because I wanted to I was going to make a post about it, just a reminder telling people to check their info. And I wanted to add a line in there that, my coach is premier and we have access to this new app. Am I able to do that? Or should I put it out there like that?
Yeah, definitely. As long as you make it sound exclusive and not everyone can do it, they have to join through you. Then
yeah, that's the selling aspect of why I want to like make it sound like really special. Like we get to do this on my team.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so then I'll go ahead and do that. I'll first just get started by adding you guys in. I'll try and get that out tonight or first thing tomorrow. But then I also just wanted to spend a couple minutes or however long you want talking about any questions that you guys have or any objections that you're hearing a lot of in your conversations. If you need tips on how to invite people or how to follow up with people, anything like that. Do you guys have any questions, or are you coming across any obstacles with your invites?
I mean, the post they had in the Fit Boss Academy is great, where they posted a bunch of, typical objections and how to respond. So that's been really helpful. I just feel like it's taking me so much longer than I expected. It takes a day for them to then respond to me saying, hey, what do you think about, let's work on your health minute. Sure. And then they're like, oh, wait, okay, now she's trying to get me to choose a program. So definitely takes longer time-wise. And I was sort of expecting to get sales within a day. So that's something that definitely is taking some getting used to. But that Fit Boss Academy has been great for all of those excuses and ways to respond to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of coaches get frustrated so early because they expect that they'll send out an event invite and people will say going and then they don't sign up. And people are like, what the hell? You said you wanted to go, but it's just the harsh fact that people don't follow through and they don't know what they're getting into. So one thing that might help your conversations is if it feels like you're at a time where they're like, oh, wait, is she going to try and sell me on something? What I like to do after the invite, if they're like, yeah, that sounds cool, I say, great, I'll be setting everyone up with a workout program and a meal plan, and we'll be getting daily accountability. And so that way they know that they're going to be set up with a workout and a meal plan at the very least. So you can mention that right up front. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that triggers the question, okay, how much does this cost? And right. I never mention the cost until the end. So I say it varies based on the program that you choose. Tell me more about your fitness goals and I'll suggest a few programs for you, then tell you the cost. What about you, Keisha? Keisha, are you in the Fit Boss Academy?
You added me today.
Okay. Right. Yeah. You weren't in there for some reason. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Yeah, it's definitely, I would say, been a little discouraging for me, especially because I have a huge following of people and no one is biting. I'm not going to let it get me down. For me, I just posting and, my followers see what I'm doing. And, I have people message me here and there. And I'm just going to keep putting it out there to everybody. And I know eventually something's going to bite. So,
yeah.
But I went over some of my challenges with you. I sent you a couple of samples today, and I feel like I'm doing it right. It's just I'm not connecting with the right people that are ready to seal the deal.
And it's not only that, but I think that the ones that you sent me today are what my conversations are every day. So I kind of just mentioned, you're rarely going to get people that are great, yeah, that sounds awesome, give me the link to sign up. It's always can you tell me more, or how much does this cost, or all of those things. So honestly, from the conversations you sent me, those are very typical for me. And I guess just realize that it is a process. So it's more you're learning about their goals, finding what would work best for them, telling them the cost, and then getting them to sign up. So it's not always as quick as we like, for sure. We want it to be that same second, and you're in a great spot because you do have such a good following. So if you're just consistent with posting about your health and fitness, and then you guys can even just throw in an event or a challenge group promotional type photo. I did one specifically for binge eating last week. I did one the other day about one of my clients who saw results, but you guys can post about your own results. But basically, don't be afraid to promote this event that we're doing and to say, I'm only accepting 5 people, or 3 people, make it sound really exclusive. And like in Keisha, in your post, if you say that this is an exclusive invite for just people who join because our team is premier, I'm only accepting 3 people, and then hopefully that would generate more interest because they want to get in on the perks of that.
Yeah, I like that idea.
And then,
I have to drop off. I'm so sorry. My daughter's class is ending.
That's okay. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much. This was very, very helpful, and I will look forward to the email from you.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll do that tonight.
Thank you. Bye, Emily.
Bye.
Bye.
Tim, I just have one more question for you.
Okay.
You had talked about how you can search on Facebook for certain, maybe it was in one of the YouTube videos that you posted, but it was about how you can search on Facebook for like a certain demographic and, a certain location, that likes, I think your example was Soul Cycle or something.
Yeah.
I am a Facebook idiot, so I don't know how to do that. Is there a video or something that you could send me so I could learn how to do those sort of searches?
There is, and I'll send you that video, but I'll also just screen share with you right now.
Okay.
Just quickly to show you what I do. So all you do is up here where I could like search for your name, for example, instead of searching for a person, once everything loads, you can actually type in women, for some reason it follows woman instead of women better. So women in Canada who like cats. Or Soul Cycle or something. Or I was listening to a call yesterday and they said moms who buy Pampers. So I kind of stick to like women under 30 in Canada who like this.
Okay, so you can literally search in the search bar under 30 and it will pull up anyone under that age group. Wow, cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. And even like their buying patterns. So like that person, like moms who buy Pampers, girls who get massages, or women under whatever who get massages in Boston, like crazy specific. Awesome. And typically it'll come up with for your already friends, and then you can click see more, and then there's usually some mutual friends. So like this girl, or no, I'm friends with her. This girl, I'm not her friend, but I see that she's friends with other coaches. So you want to keep scrolling. But yeah, it's that simple. You just do it in your search bar up here.
Cool.
And sometimes, I can't explain it, sometimes no results come up, whereas I would do that same exact search the previous day and 50 people came up. So I'm not sure why that is, but it can be temperamental.
Very cool.
All right. Any other questions or anything?
That's all I can think of now. This is exciting. This is what I was hoping we were going to talk about after
your
poster. So very exciting.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll get everyone signed up tonight, or the email sent tonight. And then you guys can play around with it before we officially start inviting people.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for joining. Have a great night.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You too.
Bye.
Okay, bye.